Remember the joke when I said the sons of God or the children of God come to present itself before the Most High, it was talking about the angels back then, right there in Job. Right, easy precept to match that. Now, when it said Job that the sons of God came to present themselves before the Most High, and Satan come and present himself before the Most High, they describe him, Satan, as being one of the sons of God. That is what
Satan being one of the sons.
that is what he said. They said,
is it that Satan is not really an entity, but really a character you're talking about?
He's an entity, but he works for the Most High. He works for the living God.
So when you say he come with his sons,
right, the other angels, he presents himself as high. Like they give a report of what's going on here. For the Most High, Satan also comes to present himself to the report of what's going on here.
Okay, so if we say Satan is an entity, where does he come from?
From God. Where did he come from?
Where Satan come from?
Where he come from?
Yeah.
The Most High God make him to be so. That's why he going on every reader.
Can you show me something in the scripture?
Isaiah 45 and 7.
Where Satan himself is here as an entity. Show me in the scripture, please.
Well, I don't understand. Satan is an entity, but then he has sons and daughters.
Well, right, there is something different. I'm talking about the followers of Satan. I'm talking about Satan, which is the source entity. Yes, when Satan comes from, that's what I want to look at.
It's like even in Ezekiel 28.
Alright? We know where Eve comes from. We know where Adam comes from. We know where Eve comes from. I want to know where Satan comes from. No, you might tell me Satan comes from God. But you see the explanations of the others where they come from. You see in process. I would like you to show me from the scripture the process of how Satan came into existence and him being created to act in this particular way.
This is Isaiah 1, Isaiah 45 verse 7. I form the light, I create darkness, I make peace, I and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
Right. I create evil. Isn't Satan destiny evil? Most I say I create that. No. Yeah. Right. No.
Colossians chapter 1, starting at verse 15. Who is the image of the invisible power? Let me read it from it. Who is the image of the invisible God? God. This is Colossians chapter 1 and verse 13. Who had delivered us from the power of darkness and had translated us into the kingdom of his dear Son, in whom we have redemption through his blood, even the forgiveness of sins.
That's talking about the Son of God. Right?
Who is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of every creature.
Firstborn of every creature. Word creature means thing created. So the Son of God was second. The Most High not created. God himself not created, but he created the Son of God, who we know as who will call Jesus, or the world will call Jesus, which is Yahushua. Most High created he first. He's the firstborn. First spirit ever created. Right?
For by him were all things created.
For by him were all things created. Right?
That are in heaven, and that are in earth, visible and invisible.
All spirits, every single spirit. Every single spirit. Right?
Whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers.
Principalities or powers. Thrones, dominions, principalities or powers. All things was made by the Most High. Right?
All things were created by him and for him.
Good and evil was created by him and for him. Spirits.
Thank you, brother. No, so you're saying, okay, Satan is created by God, right? Yeah. It also said that Satan created the character itself. Because that's not hear what it did. Hear what it did. Hear what it did. Hear what it said, right? Okay, matter what it said, I'm listening. He said here that Satan is created by God. You said that the actual character of the being that which we call Satan was also created by God because he created everything. What you also did, I can't remember the scripture, I cannot boast like we all things of scripture names and so on. But you read, in reference to prove what he was saying, is that
create good and evil. Isaiah 45, create good and evil.
Right. Create good and evil and so on. And then you said after that, that was to show that God created all things. Am I lying? So we're going from there.
Something you don't understand. Yeah. Something you don't understand too.
Right.
The Most High didn't give you, scripture didn't give you in too much details about the creation of Satan and other beings. Because that wasn't important because according to scripture only gave the creation of this whole here.
Yeah. I have no problem. You see,
those angels, because scripture didn't tell you how the angel Gabriel was created.
Right. So no problem with that. You see, the reason why I was going with that is simply this, right? We're saying that this Satan, this entity, right, was created predominantly to be negative. Do you agree? We're also saying that there are other beings. When we talk about angels, the frequency behind that is positive.
So we're trying to say that angels in both sides are good angels and are bad angels, right?
What I'm coming to is that nothing in this world is absolute. No, I could be wrong. I say I could be wrong. But to support that also says that no man is perfect. So that means no man is absolute. No man is in any form of perfection in this state that we call duality or call man. So my thing is this. How is it? One, we have a scripture that says God created darkness. Created good, right? Created evil, but make good. That's one part of it. Because
evil and make good.
Created evil and made good.
Let
me read this.
This is Proverbs 11 verse 1. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight.
Right. What that means? Explain that.
You must have a level of good and evil.
You must have
a level of good and evil. You must have a balance.
I agree.
One can't be weighing one down. One is on that level 6. Create both good and evil.
But do you know, or would you agree, I'm asking, that in you as man, have the capability to do either good or evil? Does that merit as a form of evidence to indicate of a nature that already exists in you from time of birth? Because what determines an apple or what determines anything in its own existence or manifestation is tell from since an inception. So what was an inception is saying that your nature is actually to be how you are today. I'm not talking about in terms of the belief, I'm talking about the capability and capacity to do either good or evil. And that was something I'm going to point that if nature is showing that, which nature is a lower expression of God, because nature cannot exist without God. Even the same thing as light. Even you talking about the creationist aspect that talks about positive and negative, which is balance, as you rightly said. Even could exist in one entity. So if anything is contradictory to that, to say it is predominantly negative or it's predominantly positive, I am trying to understand that something that is being perfectly negative or perfectly positive existed in a space of duality that does not deal with absolutism. That's what I'm trying to understand.
I'll ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
What evil mean?
Evil?
Yeah, what evil mean?
I don't know what trying to even
Because
understand.
the word evil go back to what? Misery, sorrow, go back to misery, sorrow, are in a difficult position.
Right.
Right? I mean distress.
Right.
This is really what evil mean. So the brother say that the Most High create good and he create evil. The Most High deal with balance. But you gotta understand, this movie you're seeing is the Heavenly Father movie. He do whatever he want to do. He can make you wicked or he can make you righteous. Right? The scripture say he will have mercy and we will have mercy. Right? So the Most High create the people that are gonna be righteous and he create the people that are gonna be evil. So good always against evil and good against evil. Right? So this is how there's a balance.
So if we are saying, going with your point, right? If we are saying that God creates people to be good and to be evil,
Somebody get Romans 9.
It means therefore,
Scripture can tell you.
it means therefore in the formula of our existence that talks about freedom of choice.
No, we got no freedom.
So we have no freedom of
No, we
choice.
have no freedom of choice.
So
I'm gonna ask you a question. You know you to be out here tonight?
if I know,
You to be out here tonight?
I didn't know how to be out here tonight.
Exactly, you didn't know that.
But doesn't mean I didn't make a choice because I wish I did.
No, you have no control over that.
What do you mean?
You don't have no control over yourself?
I have no control over myself.
No?
Yeah, explain that.
Yeah, get Proverbs 20 and 24, Papa Michelle. And then we get the Roman to show you.
20 and 24, right?
Yeah.
It reads, a man's going are of the Lord.
So a man's going, your going is of the Heavenly Father, not of you.
How can a man then understand his own way?
So how can a man understand his own way? Right? The Most High seal your instruction. Right? The Most High control you. Right? So you don't know what you're gonna do today. You might get Proverbs 16 and 9. Proverbs 16 and 9. You got many thoughts in your head, right? This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm prepared to do. Right? You got these thoughts in over head, right? So here what the scripture say.
Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 9. A man's heart is devised his way.
My heart, right? Your heart is your mind, right? Because your heart don't think. You know your heart just pump blood. Your heart don't think. So you go back to your mind, right? So a man's heart devises his way. So we think, you know what? In 2 years time I want to buy a car. I want to open up a little business. That's how we think, right? Because we's man. Right? So here what God says, right?
But the Lord directed his steps.
So the Most High direct your steps. So yeah, we think about things we want to do, but the Most High direct your steps.
Alright, thank you.
Something else. Go ahead.
Listen, Jeremiah 10:23.
Yeah.
It says, oh Lord, I read verse 24 to right the point I will bring. Oh Lord, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps. Right? So it's not in you of a man to direct his footsteps. If you want to say to the Most High, know you will not want to do, but you don't know you're going to want to talk. Alright? Most High is actually who control everything according to the scriptures. If somebody else have before the Ecclesiastes 18 and 3, right? It says here, oh Lord, correct me, but with judgment, not in thy anger, lest thou bring me to nothing. So even when you pray, you have to ask Most High to correct you in judgment, not in a way, because guess what? You could ask the Lord for something. You could ask the Lord to do His will. Then His will for you could be going down the left. So when you're praying, you have to ask the Most High to carry you down the right road that will please Him according to His righteousness.
But okay. No, we're talking about God, right? We're talking about you're talking about man don't have control over themselves. The direction of God. Are we safe? I've seen where this going. Are we safe that man in himself cannot disobey God? Or are you saying that the disobedience of man at that point in time to God was his actual destiny?
Well, you can say that, yeah. What they say, right? Yeah, I can check what they say, right? I can tell you, you're not supposed to eat swine, right? And I can show you the scripture that you're not supposed to eat swine, right? You take it up on your own self and eat swine. Most I tell you, you're not supposed to eat swine. But you take it upon your own self and say, no, why you can still eat swine? Right? That was already ordaining you to be rebellious.
That's the point I was going.
Yeah, it's already ordaining you to be rebellious.
Right. So are you
because
saying
we got to understand too, right? This topic you in is a very deep topic.
Right.
This topic is going to go back into reincarnation too. This is a very deep topic you in though. Right. But we just try to get a little piece to get your puzzle. I see where you're coming from. You just want to get the understanding. Right. But this is a very deep topic.
Yeah.
This topic is going to go back into reincarnation. Right? Because it's very deep. But what we said is that you don't have, if you have free will, you don't need no God. You don't need no God. Right? It's like you buy a car. Right? If you know everything about the car, you don't need no manual. Because you know everything, you don't need no manual. You know when you cross the road what's gonna happen. Right? So you don't need that. So the free will is a devilish doctrine. Right? It's a rebellious doctrine.
If you know Alistair Crowley, who has no will, that is a free will doctrine. You can't do as you will. You understand? You can't do
as you will, or that with your freedom of will. Just assuming you could have a different belief, right? Is it that me having a choice and understanding the wisdom in using my choice, which is supposed to be with God, is showing me that even if someone might believe that I am destined to be this way, is it to say that I can't change?
That's up to the Heavenly Father.
Because you see,
that's up to the Heavenly Father.
Should not be have a changeable nature, even on our thoughts, as you said.
That's up to the Heavenly Father. Everything is go by the Heavenly Father will. However you want it, let's make understand. However the Heavenly Father wants it, that's how it is go. Right? You know pork is not good to eat, right? But yet still you're going to eat it. Right? You premeditate that you're going to do that. The most I know before you even think the thought, you know you're going to do it.
I agree with that.
He know. He know. You understand?
Yeah. If you have free will, then the prophecies, the prophecy don't make sense if you have free will. And if you have a prophecy saying that in 2 years you will be the president of this country, if there is a prophecy, how could you stop that from happening?
How I could stop it from happening?
You might go and turn a vagrant to try to stop it from happening. But you'll find in 2 years they're going to be a president. That is prophecy. That means that you do have a choice in the matter.
So are you saying that there's nothing in the scripture that you read that God said that this man's supposed to do this, and a point that he didn't do it and failed?
Jonah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Musa sent Jonathan to the river. He chose not to go. We end up.
You end up right back. But here we are, and hear the thing. He chose not to.
Here we understand. Here we not get it. No, here we not get it.
That's why I want to bring out here.
Here we not get it. Here we not get it. It still is the most I will. Somebody got Job 12 and 16. Yeah, Job 12 and 16. It's still the most I will.
Really and truly, the most I do that. Right?
By example.
By example, to show you that he can control everything and don't go against his order. But really and truly, what's the most I will for him to basically go off and don't want to go, you know? Yeah. And the most I point in out to show you cannot come out of Deuteronomy 32 out of my hands. Nobody can deliver out it. That is to show how powerful he is. The scripture says he charged the angels with folly. And they look at the word folly with stupidity. The most I can tell them go. Like in the case of Balak and Balaam. Some people when I get confused, Balak and Balaam. The king of Moab asked Balaam was a prophet from our next nation, right? We actually prophet belongs to Israel. At that point in time, come and say, hey, come and curse these people from us children of Israel. An angel come. Say they'll go. You understand? So they come, say watch now. He said, nah, I ain't going, you don't tell me where they'll go. They went back and make a report to the king. The king come and say, here's this scene. Tell him I'm going such and such and such. They come back to him. Hey, watch now, the king say, for me such and such. Say, alright, this is now we can all ask the Lord. Lord tell him, alright, go. Alright. When he was going, the Lord still was going on the him. The Lord was going on kill him. But the donkey will save him. You understand?
Right, I understand.
So when somebody think about the Lord tell him, go. Well, don't go. He ain't go. Lord tell him go. But really and truly you're supposed to do what? Listen to the first commandment. That's what you're supposed to do. Listen to the first commandment and then go. Because the Lord, really and truly, the Lord could set you up because by your disobedience.
Right.
And that was the fruit.
And that's going back in choice. Understand what you mean though? You're going back to will.
That's now.
Will of God, right?
That's now. Yeah.
Right.
I see there's a list coming back for you. Yeah, read it for me, Baba Kasha. Read the joke for me.
12?
Yeah, no joke.
Job chapter 12 and verse 16. With him is strength and wisdom.
So with the Most High is strength and wisdom.
Right. The deceived and the deceiver are his.
They deceive and they deceive. But the one who get deceived is the Most High one, and the one who deceive people is the Most High one.
Right.
So the Most High control everything.
Verse 17.
Go ahead,
Right. He leadeth counselors away spoil.
He leadeth counselors away spoil. The Most High put a spirit on them. This way you can understand. It's a kind of hard pill, but yo, this come out in the Bible. Go ahead.
And make it the judges fools.
And make it the judges fools. The judges in this island is fools.
Watch this.
For going even for let a bill pass. There's fools. It's the most. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
The Lord don't need counselors and he have counselors. You understand? But it's just to show order. You understand? It's just to show order certain things. You understand? So like
yeah, go see the spirit after the spirit.
Yeah, that's really Psalm 23, verse 8, right? It says, behold, I go forward, but he is not there. This Job in a kind of discourse with himself because he was catching all this hell. And he feel like the Lord wasn't with him. Right. So this is what he said. He said, behold, I go forward, but he is not there, and backward, but I cannot perceive him. He says, on the left hand, where he doth work, but I cannot behold him. He hideth himself on the right hand, that I cannot see him. But he knoweth the way that I take. When he hath tried me, I shall come forth as gold.
The left hand is the wicked side, and the right hand is the righteous side. So the Most High dwell on both sides. He created.
Yeah, I agree. God creates everything.
Yeah, but we see you stumbling block. It's hard for you to accept.
Probably not see. Because I'm still trying to understand where choice does not exist.
No, you don't have it. You don't have it. If the Most High control both sides, you don't have it. You don't have it. Yes, bring it all powerful. It is.
Even Job tell the wife, you speak of a foolish woman. Should we receive good from the Most High and not receive evil? It says, Job 15, it says, in a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men.
So when you're sleeping, that's what the Most High is doing, you're sleeping.
In slumbering upon the bed, then he opened the ear of men and seals their instruction.
See the instruction we gotta do. That's why you gotta fear the Most High. You know why? Because he can make you go off and be destroyed, and he can make you walk in the right path. So when you know a power could do good and evil, you're supposed to fear him. You're not supposed to say, but hey, what about free will? When you hear this, you're supposed to say, no what? I gotta fear the Heavenly Father. Because he can make you tomorrow as a rapist.
Yeah, but here the thing about it, and I shouldn't even say but. Let me share this with you, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm looking at the process here. Why it is, if you were already destined or born to do something, that at certain intervals, the very same God would implant thoughts in your mind when you are slumbering.
Get the Romans 9 and 13, Baba Kasha.
Romans chapter 9.
It's hard for you to swallow now, bro.
Romans chapter 9.
As you tell him, this is to deal with
It's deep.
this with somebody.
It's deep.
You have to understand.
11, standard 11.
Sorry, if I could say
in a class.
You're going to need class because this is real deep. You're going to have to deal with the camping and thing, but like in the sense he said it's a movie. No, when somebody going to make a movie, they're going to sit down and write a script. They're going to hire people to play their parts. Whoever he wants to play wicked, they play wicked. Whoever he wants to play unrighteous, play unrighteous. Whoever he wants to put as his good or star the movie, he put as his star the movie. Then he take everyone the part. He don't know what he want them to do, but he go, alright, here's the scene. He go see the instruction onto them like in the sleep as the brother said. Or you see, here's the scene. I want it more like this. I want it more like that. But all of this what he doing, actually the actors in the movie have no free will. Them have to do what the director said to do.
Follow the script.
Follow the script. So everybody going and get the play and the praises in a sense. Because even the wicked get a little glory, you know, because they are the part to play. But here's the thing, at the end of the day, they're going to have the star, the co-star, and whoever else, because they have the credits. But at the end of the day, who getting all the glory? The director for what such a good storyline, such a good play. So really actually, it's not to beat up on who have free from who have free will like that about no. Even the fella with stuff. Because Rockin' Black Panther is the girl Amanda. Right, the fella here from Trinidad. He said, well, how it feel acting as the bad role? And he gave well the idea is the same thing. You know, it's actually fulfill your part of the movie. The fella from Trinidad here when there's interviewing him. Alright? So he has the thing and like thing, but he has to act his role. So sometimes we know the Lord going and do something and we might get vexed. But that is to show, hey, really actually you don't have emotion. It's just to show characteristics as he too. Alright? But really actually, as where we are imperfect, he's perfect.
That's right.
You understand? Because whilst we might be unrighteous and take the scripture saying Ecclesiastes 18 verse 1. Somebody can read that from real quick. Ecclesiastes 18 1 to 3. Alright?
Your pack up, right?
Because where it have good and evil, like alright, in our parliament, you have the government, rowdy them. Then you have the opposition, Kamala and them, rowdy and them on the right, Kamala on the left. But who is the president? The president is the midway. Them balancing both good and evil. You understand? You better put that in 18 to 3. Ecclesiastes 18 1 to 3.
Right, this is Ecclesiastes 18 verse 1. He that lived forever created all things in general.
Created all things in general. Good, evil, and wicked. It's actually three. There's good, there's evil, and the wicked. Wicked is you off balance. The wicked is what he going on. Alright, it's like you have too much good.
That's not. You're going past good, evil, wicked.
And wicked. Right. Wicked is the off balance. From the time you have too much good, you're going off, you're wicked. From the time you have too much evil, you have to keep the balance right there. Right? It's the wicked you have a problem with. Right? They must have good and evil, but you can't have evil wicked, right? Well,
right. Verse 2. The Lord only is righteous.
The Lord only is righteous. Right. None of we ain't righteous. We're not supposed to beat up upon free will, no free will, whether good or evil or what he gonna do. We dwell what we're doing for he to get the glory.
That's right. That's right.
And there is none other but he.
No other God, nobody else but easy Dandara.
That's right.
Easy world boss, universe boss. Go ahead.
Who governeth the world?
Who governeth the world? Go ahead.
With the palm of his hand.
With the palm of his hands. Go ahead.
And all things obey his will.
All things obey his will. So no matter what you try to do, you can't get away. That's why he said there's none that can deliver from my hands. I kill, I heal, I wound, I do all this. I do not do all this thing. I need it. Hey, it's like you're thinking about a real Negro guy or whoever the case. Because we actually, our nation actually get the characteristics that we get from him. So it's like you're thinking about a man beating each other and say, I do all these things. So
you're saying a man who might be doing good. We say for the first 20 or 30 years of his life, he was doing good, following right, being righteous, right? But at some point in his life, certain things would have man, his life just turn around just like that. Something evil and you end up dying. as a result. You're saying God is responsible for the initiating that change, the death, and also for him being good. That's what you say.
Yeah. All things. Just me today, all things. That hard pill for you swallow, yeah?
Still, it's not the author of confusion.
That's what I said earlier, right? This topic very deep. We gotta go back. We gotta go back into reincarnation. It's real. Yeah. Where you gotta start to, right? Where you gotta start to? Why you not getting it?
Take somebody number.
Where you not start to? You live more than once.
I understand that.
Well, so
because spirit don't die, right?
exactly. So you gotta remember too. Your past life, things that you do wrong, you gotta pay for it. Always pay for it. You gotta come back.
But that reincarnation aspect is also there in the book, right?
Yeah, reincarnation is in the book. But this is what I read Romans to you and show that everything predestinate. Yeah,
You know, it have some milk that you have to understand first, right? Because when you are called words, you can't just say, yo, the man did do good in a really part-time life. You have to understand what good is.
God.
Good at this world and the good at the scriptures. You don't see a man.
No. I made myself clear.
Yeah.
What he said he was doing good according to God.
Well,
At some point in his life, he had turned around. But go ahead.
Because good, go back to Romans chapter 7 and 12.
We can make like a man who was keeping the law.
When you go back to the characters of the scriptures, right? You have the son of God, right? Where we lead back to where Adam come from, right? The son of God, the seed of the woman, right? And the sons of men. Right. These are the three main characters in the scripture, but really actually come down between the sons of God and the seed of the wicked. You understand? Esau and Jacob, the twin brother. Genesis 25 chapter talk about. You understand? Them are the main thing. You understand? The sons of men are the other nations.
See what I'm trying to say, I probably need a little time to process it. Because what going through my head is, a man just get up one day to say, boom, I want to have sex with a little girl under the age. Do we say that is God?
What's under age? What's under age?
So we say under the age of 6.
Yeah. The most I do that.
I would say 12. I would say 12, right?
Yeah, the most I do that.
So we say 6. But if we say, and you see what went through my head, right? I could be wrong, I learn it. If it is we say that God is responsible for the act of what that man did, well then why is he being punished for it?
No, let me correct you. That is somebody get you 4 now, 7.
Understand? God is in control.
Listen, we can answer your question. We can answer your question.
Alright.
We can answer your question. You were red. You were red. There's a hard pill piece one or two.
Job chapter 4,
verse 7. Hear this, right?
Remember, I pray thee, whoever perish be innocent.
So remember, I pray thee, whoever perish be innocent. None of we see here innocent. None of we innocent. Each and every one of we. But because anybody don't even preach something, say, if the Most High mark iniquity, none of we shall stand.
So we're saying that we are born in sin?
No. Reincarnation. We commit sins in we past life, but you gotta pay for it. So when this flesh dies, your spirit go back to the heavenly realms, you get judged, and then the Most High send you back in every 3 and 4 generation. And if the Most High wills you rape a 6-year-old girl for you to be put to death, the Most High was justified to do that because of what you did in your past life.
Yeah, but understand what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying, but
God is in control.
listen to what I'm saying.
Right.
We have to go back into reincarnation, right? To answer the question, right? Because none of we, as Job said, none of we innocent. None of we innocent.
Right.
Each and every one we walking out here word to be put to death. Right? Each and every one we commit adultery, that's sin to death. We worship idols, that's sin to death.
How could we commit adultery when God is in control?
No, listen, you don't understand it. This is His will. This is His will. Right? This is His will. So, if when you come back in this life, after your past life, you come back, and your judgment is to sleep with is to go and molest a 6-year-old child, and then be put to death by the state, there's the Heavenly Father judgment.
Hey, even Sodom and Gomorrah got reincarnated.
Yeah.
Certain lands, Babylon got reincarnated. The Roman Empire got reincarnated. but it's just an example of how to live. Because the time gonna come that these things are gonna actually be going on. So people are gonna live in that confused state again. They'll actually take heed of the things that went on in the past, and they're not going on, especially when the righteous judges set up on the thrones judging the world. People, you're not going to see this thing happening anymore.
I have one more question after this stop again. I have one more question after this stop again.
You want to take somebody's number so you can get better.
Here they say, my brother, here they say.
Psalms 130 verse 3, it says, if thou, Yahweh, O Lord, should mark iniquity, O Lord, who shall stand?
Some of the most I mark with iniquities be sins. None of we can stand. Right. Some of the most I choose you walk across the road and get bumped by a truck. The most I justify to do with that. Because of your sin.
Which is connecting to reincarnation.
Yeah.
Coming back.
Yeah, you gotta pay for it.
Right. So this how I see it, right? This how I see it.
We don't want to read this here before you go now. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say something real quick. Sometimes you might come back and you pay for your past sin. You might come like Solomon when Solomon came. Solomon didn't pay for his sin when his wife was alive, for you to have peaceful death. So sometimes when you see a little child, sometimes the fella you say might be on that.
Message received.
This is Jeremiah 18:6. O house of Israel, cannot I do with you as this potter, saith the Lord? Behold, as the clay is in the potter's hand, so are ye in my hand, O house of Israel.
So I'm clay, I can do what I want with my clay. Matthew 20 verse 15 says, is it not lawful for me to do what is with mine? I could do what I want with mine. If I buy a cup and I drink it out of my cup and I get vexed and I feel like to flip my cup away and break my cup, I could not. Nobody can tell me what to do. Most High, he in control of all life and then nobody can tell him what to do. No judge, no tyrant can go to the place and tell him what to do. But certain things he do is to show that he's merciful. At times, it's time to show that he's not a person to mess with.
Yeah.
It's also show he have emotions, but he don't judge with emotions. He judge with the righteous because he's bound to his laws. Whatever rules he set down, he's bound to that. That is what he do.
That's
so
right.
He don't judge. Alright, well, I'm angry now. When I just think, alright, I'll give them a time. Let me see if they think. If not, think. But I control everything. It's a very deep topic. I ask if you would like to take something.
Understand exactly what he said.
Yeah.
I like we bring in the part where he said the whole result as to why the 6-year-old would have went through is because in their previous incarnation they might have resulted that is the actual judgment that they had to go through for their previous life, right?
Yeah.
So I catch what you say.
Yeah. But that's supposed to make you fear the Most High. Know that he could do this thing to you. Know that the Most High is terrible. That's supposed to you're supposed to have a great fear for the Most High now.
Take somebody number, take what you tell them, because times we ain't only here to teach scriptures but also to help with somebody's salvation. Understand? Because when the nuclear bombs strike, just somebody here taking number because we ain't get that way you call it from Isaiah 3.
No, you take his number and you keep in contact with him.
326-0045, that is this brother number. Right?
326-0045.
This is Square.
0045?
Yeah. My number 301. Take one alright.
Take this brother number.
Yeah.
Alright, what's the number?
301 455.
What's your name, sir?
Laman.
Laman?
Laman.
L-A-M-A. Oh, Laman. L-A-M-A-D.
That's really deep water. A lot of people can't swallow that, you know.
Yeah, a lot of people
No,
can't swallow that.
it's not a matter it can't swallow it. My thing was to understand what is being said.
You see, you come in a different spirit. You come to understand. A lot of people don't come to understand. They come to debate the craziness with the guy in the head. But you come to understand. So you come in a different spirit.
Come humble.
You come in a humble spirit.
For example,
And that's why you can read. It take a little while, but you end up receiving it. You know?
Oh my God, my guy. Who is like God? Who is like God?
Who is like God?
My God. Yeah, you give me the Romans now, Baba Kasha.
Romans.
I guess second it's Chronicles 18:18. The council in heaven.
This is Romans chapter 9, starting at verse 11. For the children being not yet born, neither having done good, any good or evil.
So the children is Esau and Jacob.
Right? That the purpose of God according to the election might stop.
You're not taking man.
Nah, you got it. Really back again, Baba Kasha. Really slow.
Romans chapter 9, verse 11. Right? Let me start from 10.
God.
And not only this, but when
18.
Rebecca also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of God according to the election might stand.
So the children ain't born yet, neither did good or evil, but the purpose of the Heavenly Father didn't stand. Where we ordained them two children to be, that's exactly what they're going to be.
I have one more question. You finished with it?
No. Not of works, but of him that calleth. Right? Verse 12. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
So the most I love a people and the most I hate a people.
Basically disregard
I had to take time to sink it down.
Yeah. I know. That topic don't go so deep, but you get the council? You get the council? They got something else?
Yeah, let's finish this.
Yeah.
He said, what shall we say then?
Yeah, here they say.
Is there unrighteousness with God? God forbid.
No.
For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. Right?
Yeah, so look at this. Them Syrians in this country. You think they like we? Talking about we people. Let's show me hard. Talking about we people. The so-called Negroes. We people. Yeah. You think they like we? We're good. The father, the most I don't like them neither. So hard is it for you to swallow? Hey, give me the arms.
The thing about it, you see, looking at
don't fight it, bro. Don't fight it, bro.
Singularity and duality.
Don't fight it, bro. Don't fight it. This is the father.
My thing is, it's like how could an absolute being? No, it's not to say it don't exist. But what I'm saying is, in terms of man, it don't exist. It's not to say it doesn't exist with regards to man. But when it comes to an absolute being or a perfect being that is of singularity, meaning that it's of vast energy and has a singular expression, how does a God hate or like somebody, but yet still is able to produce or allow this same entity to live regardless?
Because you understand, the most I have our feelings too, right? And the most I hate disobedience, right? So you can have an almighty power with one feeling, just love. That's that the brother read earlier. That's a fast balance. The most I have enemies and he hate them. Even the most I set a law that these laws in the Bible, this is gonna govern the earth. The earth don't govern by these laws. You think the most I gonna love these rulers? They don't govern the earth by these laws. Don't be stay to this place. You know why? Because not following these laws. They create their own laws to make money.
Is it that you don't like the action or you don't like the entity?
You don't like the people itself.
Psalms 5 and 5 tell you hate the sinner and the sin.
Yeah, but if you're hating them, why do they still live? Like for instance, the Sabgas and them, what you call them again, the Syria, right? It's for years now.
Yeah. We understand.
They have a problem with black people.
We understand, right? We understand too, right? This is their kingdom. This is their own. So
Earth is being
this is their rulership. This is their turn. So the Most High let it go. This is their turn. The Most High gonna bank up all their sins into one. But with we, soon we slip, the Most High don't let we slide. But these other nations, their sins is banked up. But the children of Israel, which is the so-called Negroes, Latin American Indian, soon we slip, the Most High put it on we. Because we know better, because give us that.
2,000 sons.
Exactly. You understand? Yeah.
These are Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Yeah.
Therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set on them to do evil.
Yeah, because they don't judge the land by the Most High laws. They put the Most High laws behind them and set up their own laws to make money.
Right,
So you think the Most High not gonna hear them?
I wouldn't say it. Just the time to
I believe that the Most High God wouldn't like their actions in that.
He hates it. If he don't like it, he hates it.
Yeah, but you are saying.
If you don't like something, my brother, look at it. If you don't like something, what do you mean? If you don't like something, what do you mean?
Yeah, but you are saying you're asking the creation how the Creator thinks. I can't say that. The thing is, the thing is, what I understand is, and I'm not sure if I catch you are trying to ask.
Yeah.
I am asking, this is what I'm asking. This is what I'm asking.
The last verse,
if God hates this person, dislikes this person, as a matter of fact, you should be dead one time. My thing is, let me make a point. Let me make a point. Let me hear
That's your judgment.
Let me make my point. The thing is, this is what I am looking at. Regardless of what we think or we assume how God thinks, which I don't think any man can think what God thinks, is that the soul still lives on in that. Like you say with reincarnation, they come back even to either live off or to pay off their debt, or they come back, which is to fulfill the purpose God has for them. To me, that everlasting concept is showing me more love than anything else, because it's showing me that even the same man who was a sinner, even the same man who has been killed, even the same man who have done things against God, has the same opportunity to come back, relive, make the correction, pay off their debts before he can actually have the opportunity to meet the purpose of what God wants from him. And that is following the same line what you always say.
Here they say, here the Bible say.
Right. Let me break this myself.
Yes, you go ahead.
For the last
that was the point that's coming to make, that I don't see as God hating man, but hating the action of the man. That he gives him the opportunity to actually come back and do the correct thing. That is how I see it.
That's why the man with it. Right.
This is Amos 4:13, and it says, for lo, he that formed the mountains and created the wind, and declared unto man what is his thought, that maketh the morning darkness, and treaded upon the high places of the earth. The Lord God of hosts is his name.
Let us know what is his thoughts through the words. As we say, this whole nation, yes, the Lord will not utterly wipe them up. He doesn't utterly will not wipe them up. As I said, they have a particular role to play. It's like in a movie, you think, and then you have a beast. You make the beast in the movie. Right. At the end of the day, you're going to do what? You're going to slay the beast. Right. You understand? At the end of the day, you're going to have somebody who's going to come out as the hero. Whatever the case is, let's
go back to the point.
Here it is. Let the scripture speak. It's Wisdom of Solomon, right? Wisdom of Solomon 14 verse 9. For the ungodly and his ungodliness are both alike hated unto the Most High. I can read it again for you. Right? It says, Wisdom of Solomon 14:9. For the ungodly, that means the person, right? And his ungodliness, which is his deeds, right? He said, are both alike hateful unto the Most High. So the ungodly and his works.
Hateful unto. Yeah, the English. Hateful unto the Most High. Not hateful. No. Not hateful from God. Hateful from the man.
Explain this.
Action that is hatred towards God.
Explain this.
That's the English.
Explain this.
Hold on. I want to ask a question.
This is order. This is order, my brother. This is order. This man before you. This is order. This is order.
All of us come in one minute.
And here's my point. The point is what we were discussing before. God maketh man.
The same penalty.
You what?
Actions and your thought.
Here this is.
Can't be the same penalty.
It's the same thing.
Can't be the same thing.
Yeah? Here this is. Here this is. Here this is, right?
So if I thought to kill somebody but then come and act like I'm still sinning, that's what you're saying?
Here this is, man. Hear this.
I'm still being punished.
Hear this now, man. Let the scripture speak.
Really?
Let the scripture speak.
I want to talk to
Even your thoughts. Yeah.
I want to talk to
Here this is.
If you hate your brother in your heart,
Here this is. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 6. For the Most High hated sinners. Right? Read it back again slow for you. For the Most High hated sinners and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly. So it's the ungodly and his works. You can only sin by your deeds. Your deeds is your work. So the Most High hated sinners and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly and keep them against the mighty day of their punishment.
this is Psalms 5:4 and 5.
Let the scripture speak.
For thou art not a God that hath pleasure in wickedness, neither shall Shatan, right? It says, for thou art not a God that hath pleasure in wickedness, neither shall evil dwell with thee. The foolish shall not stand in thy sight. Thou hatest all workers of iniquity.
All.
Alright, so here.
Let the scripture speak. Let the scripture speak.
Scripture say this is Ecclesiastes, Sirach 33, verse 10. And all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of the earth. In much knowledge hath the Lord divided them, and made their ways diverse. Some of them hath he blessed and exalted, and some of them hath he sanctified and set near himself. But some of them hath he cursed and brought low and turned out of their places.
Now we go back to what we were saying before, right? God maketh man do anything. There are some. I'm going back to what you said. You're all reading from the Bible. God maketh man do everything that they do. They have no choice. That's what we said. They have no choice.
The scripture also say that Moses said, let no man say that I have tempted thee.
Let me go back to what we're saying. We're going back to the English.
I know it's hard for you to swallow. It's hard.
No, it's not matter.
It's hard for you to swallow.
Understand.
We bring all these scriptures and still you understand. The Most High say he hates sinners.
Yeah, but
he hates the ungodly.
The thing is, I am evaluating what I am reading.
Yes.
I'll show you something.
And look at this here. If we tell you, right? Yo, the woman you're dealing with, you gotta leave the woman because she have a man, and that's adultery. We show it in the scripture. Would you still go and deal with a woman?
Well, if God guide me to do
No. Listen to this carefully again. The woman that you're dealing with, right, is a man woman. That's adultery. That's sin to death. Right? But the Most High is long suffering. Give time for repent. Before you fuck you up. That is how the Most High is moved. Right? So we show you in the scriptures that the Most High say, yo, this is adultery. So we say, hey, leave the woman. You see for yourself. Would you still go and live with a woman?
If God tell me to leave the woman, I'll leave the woman.
But he tell you in the scriptures, this word is God's word. He tell you in the scriptures, we are just the messengers now. Right. We speak in the Most High word. So if the Most High say, hey, leave the woman, she have a man. Would you still?
Now
would you still go and lay with a woman?
So, you see,
Would you still go and lay with a woman?
But here the question
Would you still go and lay with a woman?
answer your question.
I didn't hear you.
Answer the question.
I didn't hear you. I didn't hear
I
you.
said, if God told me something,
Yeah.
and he said, here's what, you're not supposed to lay the woman, I'm not going to lay the woman.
We're good. So what's your problem?
Going back to what you were saying. Hear what you said. Hear what you said. You said that God, no man have control over themselves.
Yeah,
Did
that
I
is
quote
true.
properly?
That is true.
So if man have no control over themselves, and what man is doing is as a result of God,
Yeah.
how is it that the same God is asking the very same man to not sleep with the woman, which is identifying that God has no control over him?
Wait, let me preach that speak. In Romans chapter 9.
In scripture, let me
No, the
with
scripture.
reality
No,
and the narration of the
they're not reality when it comes to the Most High. The scriptures, just you gotta either you follow the Most High scriptures or the Most High
Remember you
destroy
say
you.
God control man have no control over themselves.
I didn't say that, the scriptures say that.
Ezekiel 49.
Romans chapter 9,
Yeah,
verse 17.
yeah.
It says, for the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for the same purpose,
For the scriptures say unto Pharaoh, go ahead.
even for the same purpose have I raised thee up,
Yeah.
that I might show my power indeed, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy,
Yeah.
and on whom he will he hardeneth. Thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will?
And this you right now. You saying that we saying that the Most High control all men. You think you saying that so if the man says the Most High make, he said no. We showing the law that the Most High said don't do that. If you go and do the opposite, you just a wicked nigga.
Yeah, but
That's not no elder. That's not no elder.
This man speak.
No, that's not no elder.
The rest of it.
That's not no
You're
elder.
supposed to accept your condition.
That's not no elder.
When you don't accept your condition, you accept the power of the Most High. Accept your condition. Your condition is the state of mind. Right? Right? And you want to relate, not to you alone, you relate to me, all the brothers. You speak more fluent, more often. So therefore, you take a focus, you take a leadership. No, it's only fear.
I understand what you're saying.
I understand what you're saying.
You're not talking about title, you're talking about action. You're not talking about title.
Listen to me,
Right.
right?
That's what you're saying.
You gotta, the reference brother just stated there. So the scripture man just read shows us there is condemned. The scripture man just read shows that there is condemned. He said, I will show unto whosoever I will and will love to.